What is up, awesome people? Alright, so for tonight, I'm bringing you some coverage on an event Pokemon, and is it no other than the mythical Pokemon Diancie. So, as always, Australia is the very last place in the world to get a hold of the events. So, America has had the Diancie event since the 27th of October. I think most of Europe, or aka the Power Regions, got a hold of it on the 6th of November. And the end dates for the US of America, it's 16th of November. So if you haven't got a hold of your Diancie event and you live in America, make sure to get a hold of it very, very soon, the next possible 6 or 7 days before the event's over. And as for the rest of the regions over in Europe and all that, the event ends on the 28th of November. So you've got a little bit of time to get a hold of your Diancie, so make sure you do before the event's over. I'm not too sure if they're going to bring out another Diancie event for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. However, this one is a little bit more exclusive since once you get a hold of this Diancie, it does trigger a Mega Evolution once you trade it over to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So, same as the Mega Gengar event, it's a serial code only, so you need to actually go to a participating store to be able to get a hold of this. So, for America, it's again, the GameStop stores. I have heard some stories about some stingy GameStop places. Usually you just walk in and just obtain it for free. As I said, I have heard some rumors that some GameStop stores are making people either pre-order the new games or buy something in there. If that's the case, then that's just pretty darn stingy. As for over in the Europe regions, we have in the UK, we've got Bart Smith and Intertoys, which is in the Netherlands. Apparently a shop called Game in the UK. Bart Smith again in Belgium. GameStop in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Finland. And for those of us in Australia like myself, EB Games, JB Hi-Fi, Big W, and Target will have the events. Will be the participating events for the Diancie event. So make sure to head to those mentioned shops to get a hold of your Diancie codes. All you really have to do is walk up to the counter, and you should be able to just ask for a Pokemon event code, and they should give it to you. As I said, we got ours for free when we asked at EB Games. I'm going to try and get a hold of some multiple codes as well for those who cannot get a hold of the Diancie event. I'm well aware there are some places that actually don't run these events at all, which I do pity you guys. That's a little bit shoddy. But as I said, I'm going to try and get a hold of some extra codes in the next couple of weeks and do a few giveaways on that. I did do a few giveaways for the Gengar codes, so congratulations to those people who got a hold of those codes. As I said, I'll try and get a hold of the Diancie codes for you guys as well. Alright, so enough of the dribbling there. Let's go into the mystery gifts. So to receive your Diancie, once you've got a hold of your code, you need to go to receive gift. So the communication channel must be open, so you must have access to the internet. Go to code, and this will give you a warning. If your battery does run out while receiving a gift with a code, you'll no longer be able to receive that gift using the same code. So please check the Nintendo 3DS battery before doing this. So from there, just keep hitting yes, connect to the internet, and this may take a bit of time. It's Australian internet, so damn slow. Alright, so please enter the code. So we have for mine E4AA E7 M8 ZU 7 HA W7K. Alright, so once you've used the code will not be able to be used again, so it's a one-time use only. Alright, so the Diancie is Rock and Fairy type. Its only big weakness is really Steel. It is weak to water as well. It's weak to grass. It's weak to earth. It's weak to ground, sorry, as well. I think it's weak to poison as well. Anyways, there's my Diancie. So the gift that's been received. So make sure to pick it up from any delivery girl in any Pokemon Center. So The mythical Pokemon Diancie, thank you for coming to the store. Please pick up your gift from the delivery girl in any Pokemon Center. Hit A, done. Alright, so once you got your code, make sure to boot up your game and head towards your nearest Pokemon Center. So I'm at the Battle Mason at the moment. And so what I'm going to do is just exit out of the Battle Mason and head towards the Killude City Pokemon Center. Alright, so once you're inside, just speak to this chick here. She goes, "Good evening, you must be KrimZen. I got a mystery gift here for you. And it's got your name on it too." And I totally stuffed that up. Anyways, received a Diancie. We look forward to serving you again. So once we've got our Diancie, this little event's gonna occur. So please wait, miss. I apologize for stopping you suddenly, but the Pokemon you just received is surely the mythical Pokemon Diancie, isn't it? Diancie, a sudden mutation of a Carbink. The probability and mechanisms of its origin are still veiled in mystery. The Pokemon Diancie is synonymous with beauty. Its body absorbs light with a perfect balance and gives off a radiance that looks like nothing in this world. In order to see that beauty, our master has been looking for Diancie for a long time. We are also very keen on taking Diancie to our master. That desire keeps us going and leads us here. Let me get straight to the point. Would you kindly give us your Diancie? Oh, really? Let's just see what happens when I say alright. Oh, I'm so glad you're so understanding then. And cut off. Wait. Master, I'm sorry for troubling you. I truly appreciate your efforts in seeking Diancie for me, but sorry, I'll try that again. What you can truly value is not something you can get by depriving somebody of a relationship. You should get it by your own actions, by your own efforts, or sometimes simply by your own luck. Then it will have true value. To be honest with you, I envy you. But more importantly, I'd like to congratulate you on meeting Diancie and becoming travel partners. Congratulations. Legend has it that Diancie protects its travel partners from accidents and illness. I wish you good luck and hope you can keep traveling together. You two. Sorry, I shouldn't keep relying on you, but please help me find Diancie. My pleasure, sir. So how in the world did Mystery Gift even begin with, and yet they can't even find a Diancie? That puzzles me. Anyways, let's have a look at our Diancie. Alright, so the Diancie you pick up, as I said, it's a Rock Fairy type. The OT will be November 2014. The ability it comes with is Clear Body, so that prevents other Pokemon from lowering its stats, so abilities like Intimidate won't work on this thing. Things like Screech won't work. Any type of move really that lowers its stats will not kick in. So what did I get? It looks like, I'm gonna assume it's Calm, because it looked like it was, no, it wouldn't have been Calm, because it's raising my special attack and lowering my defense. Well, that's kind of not what I want. Still, it beats Serious. Right, I got Mild. I wouldn't particularly run that on a Diancie. Anyways, it comes with normal gem as well, so word of advice, don't go into a wild battle and use return, because you're going to waste up your normal gem, and there's only one other normal gem you can obtain in the game. I'd rather take that off the Diancie, which I'm going to do right now, and put it in your bag for further future use in Wi-Fi battle. So its stats are actually alright. I'll go into more detail at the end of this video in sets and stats and all that. The moves it comes with is Diamond Storm, Moonblast, Reflect, and Return. And there's one other thing I think I should show as well, is it's got a ribbon, which is the Wishing Ribbon. A ribbon said to make your wish come true. So it comes at level 50, as I said. There's nothing really else I should really mention about Diancie. So I'll just quit out of my PC there, and I'll go quickly into, oh, there's one thing I got to check. IVs. Let's see what this Diancie had. Hopefully it's better than what my Gengar had, because that Gengar had 0. Alright, so I see this Pokemon has outstanding potential overall. Potential lies in HP, attack, special attack, and speed. I had 4 Peptic IVs on that one. Damn! Just to show I was missing my defenses, but health and special attack is definitely worthwhile. I probably wouldn't go for speed. Diancie isn't really known for its speed at all, but defense and special defense I probably would take. So I'd probably go HP, defense, special attack, special defense would probably be the way to go. So I'm just going to quickly just fly somewhere and I'll show Diancie off in battle. And probably the best place to go would be Canthia Town. Right, so once we're in Canthia Town now, so let's put Diancie into the lead and let's show this thing off in battle. Right, so let's find a wild Pokemon to beat up. Alright, so wild Doduo. Alright, so there's our Diancie, and that's what it looks like in battle. So let's go Diamond Storm, which is its signature move. So Diamond Storm, it's a rock-type move, hits quite powerfully actually. It has a 50% chance of raising Diancie's defense, which is hell strong. Alright, so I think it's hitting about 100 base power. I might be wrong on that one. 100 base power. Damn, I was pretty close. I think I did say 100, sorry. Accuracy is 95, so the user whips up a storm of diamonds to damage opposing Pokemon. This may also raise the user's defense stat, so the chances of that happening is 50%, which is damn high. So, yeah, there's not really much else I can really say about Diancie event itself. So, that's pretty much it, all I wanted to cover for that part. So stick around and I'm going to quickly cover a few sets that you can run on Diancie. But before I do, quick question of the day. What Diancie did you guys pick up and what nature, what IVs, and what set are you running on that Diancie? So, as I mentioned, stick around. In just 1 second I'm going to let up a quick explanation on a few sets that I would run on Diancie. So I'll catch you guys in 5 minutes. Alright, so long time since we've stepped into the Pokeology lab, but here we are. We're going to take a quick look at Diancie and stats and possible strategies that we can use for Diancie. Alright, so in this point in time, I'm not going to be covering its Mega Evolution since I don't know its stats, and I don't particularly want to make any sets just in case its stats don't particularly go the way that I particularly want them to. But regardless, for normal Diancie, it's got base 50 health, base 100 for attack, base 150 for defense and special defense, base 100 for special attack, and base 50 for speed. So its max health goes to 304, for max attack it's 328, max defense and special defense is 438, max special attack is 328, and max speed is 218. So Diancie isn't particularly a very fast Pokemon, it's more or less a very, very bulky Pokemon in both defense and special defense. Its health is pretty, it's pretty average. I wouldn't say it's amazing, especially with base 50. There are definitely Pokemon way better than Diancie. I think it's probably about the same amount as Carbink, don't quote me on that one. As for its attack and special attack, they're both the same. I just actually realized that just then, even though I just quoted it twice. You can go either physically or specially as a sweeper, so it's which set you want to run is completely up to you. As for strategies for Diancie, the couple that I'm about to announce are just a few strategies that I came up with just on the spot. The first one I'm going to come up with is a Choice Spec set. Now this can also run as a Assault Vest set as well. It can possibly work as well, but I would rather just Choice Spec set on this one and then leave Assault Vest for the next set. So for this one, it's max health, max special attack going for the modest. Don't worry about speed. You can even go negative speed as well, 0 IVs if you want to run a Trick Room set. I've got Moonblast, Size Shock, Power Gem, and Himpower fighting on this set. So Moonblast for its main stab, Size Shock just to hit Pokemon for defensively and instead of specially. You can go Psychic if you want to go for the specially. Power Gem for a stab rock type move, just for a little bit more coverage, and Hidden Power Fighting just for any steel type Pokemon that want to come in, since Diancie can't particularly hit any steel types properly. You can go Hidden Power Ground if you want to as well. Hidden Power Fire is also an option as well, but I particularly just go for Hidden Power Fighting, since Fighting does have an excellent coverage overall, and I just feel that would be the best way to go with Diancie. You can even throw Diamond Storm on this set as well, but since it's not get powered up by choice specs, it's not particularly going to work. I'd rather keep that for like a Life Orb set. Anyways, next one is a choice band set. As I said, you can go for the Assault Vest on this set as well if you want to go for a really bulky, sweepy Diancie. So I've gone for a Brave nature on this Diancie, lowering its speed. Definitely go for the 0 IVs in speed as well, because this thing does carry Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball has more power depending on the difference between the user and the opponent's speed. So the slower Diancie is and the faster the opponent Pokemon is, the more damage Gyro Ball is going to dish. Diamond Storm for its main stab. It's going to get a huge boost. It's going to have a chance of raising its defense by 50% as well, which is why I do suggest running Assault Vest on this set if you want to just drop your power a little bit. You'll make Diancie quite bulky if you can get those Diamond Storm defense boost up. Explosion on there just for a lot more power if you know Diancie's just about to go down, if you got Trick Room up as well. And last move is Moonblast. I just threw that on there for a little bit of extra coverage, just in case something physically defensive comes in, so you can go for Moonblast and throw them off track a little bit, especially if they're a fighting type Pokemon or a dragon type Pokemon. You go for Moonblast just for a little bit coverage. Or the other move that I could suggest to you guys is either Return or Facade. Now, Facade may seem like a really gimmicky move, but I could almost see Diancie being Toxic Bait or Will-O-Wisp Bait, since it is quite an excellent physical sweeper, and it's quite tanky as well. So Facade will go up to 140 base power. It will ignore the burn damage as well, burn drop, sorry, and just hit at 140 base power. It may not have the excellent coverage like Diamond Storm would have, but it will still get the extra boost, and it will actually pretty hard regardless if it's not a stab or not. As I already mentioned, Assault Vest is also another option in this set. Since you cannot use status moves, probably overriding a choice band with an Assault Vest will probably be the best way to go, especially on a Diamond Storm set where, as I said, you've got a defense boost chance. Moving on to a physical Life Orb set. Now this is actually a Rock Polish set. I thought this might be decent if you want to just turn a slow Pokemon like Diancie into a bit of a sweeper. So I've gone for the Adamant nature here since I'm getting a speed boost. Its speed with Adamant max speed is going to 199. Go for the Rock Polish, and that's going to go just below 400. So there's not going to be very many Pokemon that will outspeed Diancie with a Rock Polish up. And this could be a possible Mega Evolution set as well. Don't particularly quote me on that one, but it could work. As I said, I can't really judge for a Mega Evolution set since I haven't seen the Mega Evolution stats yet. It could go more specially. It could even go more bulkier as it Mega Evolves. So as I said, I'll probably give a set and a final set for that one when I do finally see the sets for the Mega Evolution. Regardless, this set's got Rock Polish, Diamond Storm, Return, and Light Screen. So Light Screen there for mainly just boosting a special defense up, so it can't get hit by a special sweeping attack. You could even go for Sharpen on this set as well to raise its attack. It does have access to Sharpen. Another possible move there is Safeguard, just protect it from any status moves like Toxic or Will-O-Wisp. Diamond Storm just raise its main stab move, raises defense as well. Return because I couldn't actually see any better move. Gyro Ball is completely useless on this set since it is raising a speed, so Gyro Ball will be completely useless. I thought Return, so you don't particularly want to take out your sweepy Diancie with a explosion or anything like that. I recommend Life Orb on this set. It's probably a good item for it. You can also go for Weakness Policy as well in this thing. With its base defenses, it's possible that Diancie will live a super effective move quite easily, especially if it's a special sweepy move like Surf or something. With a Light Screen up, it'll definitely be able to tank that really well, get the Weakness Policy up, raise its attack by +2, and it's good guarantee that this Diancie will probably sweep if it's got a Rock Polish up as well. And moving on to the last set, this one is a special sweeping set. So I've actually gone for the Bold nature here, lowering its attack max defense, max health. Reason for that is because I got Calm Mind on this set, so raise the special attack and special defense. Doesn't really need to be raising a special defense any more than what it is. You could even go for the hindering speed stat with 0 IFEs again, which is relaxed, for if you want to run a Trick Room set, as I already mentioned. Trick Room definitely works with this spin. Calm Mind, Moonblast, Power Gem, and Side Shock. So Moonblast will be its main stab there, hitting Dragon types or hits Dark types as well. Any annoying Pokemon like Spiritomb or Sableye would not like that. Power Gem as another stab move there. It's got nice coverage on that as well. I think that's got an extra effect, I think. It's not telling me anything, so I'm going to assume it doesn't. And Side Shock, if you want to hit it defensively instead of specially, or you can run Psychic on this thing. There's something else I was just thinking. Oh, that's right. You can run Trick Room on a Diancie if you want to. You can get rid of like Light Screen for Trick Room, though to be honest, there are probably better Pokemon to set up Trick Room. In O's opinion, Whimsicott is a great one, or Cottony if you want to troll with that one. There's a few other prankster Pokemon that can run Trick Room. Overall, as I said, there are a lot of better Pokemon that can run Trick Room. I prefer that Diancie wouldn't run Trick Room since it is more of a sweepy, bulky Pokemon. It can set up screens as well. You can make a light screen set. See if I can make one up quickly. Light Clay for its item to increase the screen rate. You could even go leftover bulky set as well. That is a possibility as well. I personally would probably run Bold Nature on this one, since most moves that hit the thing are mostly physical actually. You can go max special defense if you want to, so max defense you'd be running Bold, otherwise you would probably run max special defense with Calm. Actually, I'd probably go Calm, go Light Clay, then go Diamond Storm to raise its good chance of raising its defense by 50%. And then let's see, hold on, let's try and make a set quickly. So Light Screen, let's see if it's got barrier. Actually, no, it doesn't have barrier, so you could run max defense to make up for that, or just run Diamond Storm. Completely up to you. And then I'd probably just throw... Oh, you can even go Sassy and Relaxed as well to lower speed, and just throwing Gyro Ball maybe. Or you could go probably something like Moonblast or something, make it a mixed special attacker. That could also work as well. As I said, these are just some prototype sets. I didn't actually put all that much thought into these at all. Besides from that, I think I've actually covered most of Diancie's sets. As I already mentioned, question of the day, if you guys got a particular Diancie set, leave it in the comment section below and share them with everyone else. This is actually just my thoughts on Diancie, just having a quick 5-second look at it. As I probably said, I'll do a more decent look at Diancie probably later on down the track when Pokeology kicks off again next year, which is when Pokeology is making its grand return, so do look out for that. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the Diancie coverage event. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video. And if you like what you see, make sure to stick around for future episodes. So, having said that, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!